Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
And we are live on a
Yes, we
beautiful
are.
day. Don't mind us. One of us is eating, one of us is drinking. That's the way it's got to be on a Friday. Y'all know
I
how
ain't
it is.
drinking. I was eating.
Y'all know how it is on a Friday. Tip that cup. Cheers to y'all for coming on in. Cheers to y'all to come and listen to us talk about guns and gun laws on this Firearms Friday, where you can catch us every Friday, hopefully on time at 7 p.m. Eastern time to talk about guns, talk about laws, and everything in between that deals with you and your pistola that you have on your hip holster.
What's going on, brother? What's going on? Just so y'all know, we're going to have a good one for y'all.
Yes.
Well, for people that got common sense.
And that's going to be a very few amount of people.
Yeah, so
I might be able to count on both hands and feet.
Yeah, we're looking at about 4 or 5 people. People that got common sense. The rest of these people, sometimes you just be like, what do y'all be thinking? What do y'all really be thinking? But welcome to the show. Welcome to Firearms Fridays. Welcome. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all very, very much. Also, y'all know that top to bottom stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That top to bottom hair and skincare products.
Ooh.
See the afro. Look at that. Look. Take a look. Look at that. See
Look at
right
that.
there?
Look at that.
I ain't cut my hair in a month.
Good God, that Afro magic.
The Afro magic, man, it be working magic. I'm telling y'all.
That
If I
herbal
was to
infused.
comb my hair out for real, y'all be like, man, you need to go to the barbershop immediately. But make sure y'all take advantage of that 15% discount on all your purchases of $35 and up if you use promo code OG Network 26. That's OG Network 26. Get that 15% discount when y'all spend $35. And with that said, we get ready to get into Firearm Fridays, where we on the show talk all things firearms, weapons, defense, all that good stuff.
That's right.
Sometimes we talk about stuff that's totally unrelated, but hey, this is our show. We can do what we want.
That's right. We can do whatever we
But
want. Our show.
how's it going, my brother? How's everything?
Brother. Listen, when you get a certain age in life, you tend to be upset because everything starts to hurt.
I know what you mean. Let me tell y'all something. When you get a certain age, cold weather don't just hurt your body.
Oh.
It hurts your feelings.
Yes.
That's real talk.
And right.
But we
and
came across this video, and yeah, we're gonna try to deep dive into it. So it's basically gonna be like a reaction video, and I think we might get into actually 2 of them, but we'll see how the show go. And I watched the video, but I did not deep dive into it because I wanted to do it live, and I didn't want to overstate my my knowledge of it. I wanted to see it. I wanted to really react to it in a live form, so so I can get my perspective. Jay can get his perspective. We did not talk amongst each other and deep dive on what we think about this and what we think about that. That way, I have a biased opinion. He has a biased opinion. His opinion might be different than mine. My opinion might be different than his. We might actually come to the same conclusion. But either way, that's why we got the show, so that we can educate each other, educate y'all. And then as y'all in the chat, y'all be able to tell us what your opinion on this video too. Do you have a gun? Nope. I don't have no gun.
Nope, neither do I. I got a tank.
Nope. Leah, how you
What
doing?
up, Leah? Good time. See you again.
Leah, you gonna probably like this show. You probably gonna like this one. Leah probably gonna be. You know, Leah when she get into her groove, she gonna be in the comment more than anybody. But she gonna
That's
like this
right.
video.
That's right. That's right. That's right. She gonna do just that. Yes, she will.
But make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. We appreciate y'all. Real talk.
That's
Um,
right.
I think the second video is probably gonna be a little more interesting to me than the first. But we're gonna run the first video, Jay,
You think
and
so?
then yeah, you'll see why. When you'll see why in a minute. But we're gonna run the video
Big
and
South Billy in the building. Thank you. Welcome. Run that video.
what's up, Big South
Let's
Billy?
do it.
What's up? What's up? What the hell? What the hell, eh? All right, Jay. We're gonna I guess run the first one, and then we'll deep dive into it. And at some point, I guess we'll stop and um we'll stop in the middle of the video, depending on whatever. But you got it, and we'll start the video and we'll go from there.
All right. Let's go.
I'm gonna try not to act the fool.
We got to. It's
All
part of
right.
it. It's part of it.
Yeah, you can leave us up on the screen on the side, Jay. That'll work.
You want to leave it up on the side?
Yeah, just leave us on the side.
All right. Like
Yeah,
that?
we're good right there.
All right. We just got to hide the comment. All right. So let's roll that beam footage and see where we're going to go.
Thank you for coming to this press conference focused on constitutional carry. There are 5 bills as part of this package, and different ones will be speaking on different bills. But I just want to give general comments about this constitutional carry package. Over the past 2 decades, there has been a sharp increase in the number of CPL applications across our nation. Clearly, government overreach is encouraging Americans to secure their Second Amendment rights to carry a firearm and to utilize that firearm, especially for self-defense. Michigan could well become the 30th.
The reason why I asked him to pause is because I want to point out one thing that he said, which was government overreach. I want to just point that out, government overreach. And then go ahead, Jay, you can hit it again. I just wanted to point that out, government overreach.
State to eliminate the requirement to obtain a CPL. Constitutional carry states tend to experience a reduction in violent crime following the enactment of these constitutional carry laws. Many counties in Michigan have imposed additional burdens on law-abiding citizens who desire to bear arms, such as CPL application processing periods and many service charges. This bill package would eliminate the requirement to obtain a CPL for concealed carry, but Michiganders may still acquire a CPL to, for example, ensure they can legally go carry across state lines. You know, the idea of reciprocity. These bills promote our constitutional right to self-defense, and they also promote the idea of reining in government overreach.
I had to pause it on that statement there.
Right.
Government overreach.
Uh-huh.
Now, Ron, I'm going to say this, you are a person that constantly expresses government overreach, aka government tyranny. So for those that don't understand why this is important, whether you live inside Michigan or not, understand that why is it that the government requires you to pay to get a license, to pay to get a permit, to pay to get an application to something that you have the right to use. So in other words, think about this for a moment. If the government turned around and went up to your door of your house, knocked on the door, banged on the door, kicked the door down, said you need to pay them $35 a week so you can breathe air, would you allow it to happen or not? Put that in the comment as we continue watching.
Yeah, hold on 1 second before you start the video, right?
Go ahead.
Tire 4938 said it's crazy how you can override the Constitution with permits. Now, this right shall not be infringed, but then what his statement was Constitution with permit. So if the right is not supposed to be infringed, who am I asking for permission from? Because is it permit? The word permit is what?
Permission.
Permission. So if you see the logic in this, right? But now you can go ahead and roll the video. I'm gonna stay out of it because I'm about to lose it. But go ahead.
No, you lose it, Danny. That's what the show's all about. Let's lose it. Who the hell do they think they is that they got to turn around and tell us gun law abiding citizens that we need permission to carry our pistolas in our whole stolas? You got to be out your cotton picking mind. If I put a Gatling gun on the top of my car and drive down and go to the supermarket, nobody better turn around and tell me a gosh darn thing. Because they tell me anything, they'll get a mouthful of lead. That's my constitutional right. It's called 20 feet. You come within 19, I'm lighting you up and make you look like Swiss cheese. That's just the bottom line. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and make your car look like a colander. Why not? That's my right. So why do I need permission? Think about it.
Irony of, now, here's the thing. I'm quite sure that if people in the chat right now listening to this video and they're celebrating because here these are politicians saying we're fighting to get you back your rights. You get what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. I understand what they're trying to do, but the question is, why are we even here?
The better question is, if okay, many people have the audacity to call themselves grown. Like you hear a lot. I'm grown. But yet you have politicians telling you what you can and what you can't do.
Right.
How you grown if you got a politician telling you what you can and what you cannot do?
My point exactly. And there's a whole lot.
I thought that when you turn 18, you're an adult. I thought that when you first start having sex and you live in your parents' house and you get somebody pregnant, they kick you out. You live on your own. You're supposed to make your own decisions. Why you got politicians telling you you can have the right to carry an arm and you need to get permission by paper to purchase a firearm? How's that possible? You got to ask permission from another person that don't know nothing about you. Mm-hmm. Don't know where you at.
You said something in that you said, why are you asking them for permission? Now, here's the thing with this, and there's a whole lot. I'm going to deep dive into this, and y'all know Rod's opinion don't matter, even though sometimes it do. But I'm going to go in because here's the thing I keep trying to tell people is that they always trying to throw that narrative out there. People have the right to protect themselves against criminals. People have the right, now this is what they're selling y'all right now is, oh, we want you to give people their right to liberty to protect themselves, right, against criminals.
Right.
Democrats say, Republicans, some Republicans, oh, you don't need all of this and you don't need all of that to protect yourself against criminals. Why do y'all think they keep saying that?
Because
now here's the thing. Let's just say they say, oh no, we allow you to have that keyword, allow you
again
to have certain things for you to protect yourself against criminals, right? And they keep trying to throw this one up there, but I'm gonna get back into it. But I want you to go ahead, Jay, run the video. But there's a lot you got to stay on this live because Ron opinion don't matter. I am going to go in hard on this one.
All right, let's run it.
Republicans from every corner of our state support these common sense laws. House Bills 5653 to 5657 build upon firearm freedom. Legislation passed out of Michigan House this term, including HB 4284 by Rep. Paquette, to lower CPL fees, and HBs 4481 through 4483 by Reps. DeBoyer, Hoadley, and Aragona, to require the Attorney General to establish and maintain a concealed pistol license reciprocity website. So what about next steps? Considering future opportunities to rein in government overreach and restore the Second Amendment in Michigan, this legislative package focuses in strongly on that. I'm excited about the opportunity to work with Chair Leitner and the House Judiciary Committee to advance this bill package to the House floor and further spotlight our efforts. So I encourage Michiganders to reach out to their elected representatives in support of firearm freedom legislation like these bills, 5653 through 5657. These bills will focus on our constitutional rights, self-defense and safety, removing of financial barriers, eliminating bias, and also providing deterrence for those who would somehow try to upset our good system. These bills have been widely adopted across 29 different states already, and we are seeing more and more people carrying for personal protection. These bills will help lower crime rates, and we will just build upon the idea that this is America's first freedom. So constitutional carry for the state of Michigan.
All right, we can pause that.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. The term constitutional carry speaks for itself. I believe that this right already exists to every American citizen, every law-abiding American citizen.
Now, here's the thing with this. All right. We've seen most of this video, and I think that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of this video. I don't think we're really going to hear anything beyond this that's going to be that relevant. Am I right, Jay?
Only one thing when I can say it.
Okay.
When he comes back onto the podium, you got a news reporter turn around and re-asking stupid ass questions because common sense is not inside that dang on news reporter. Just like Trump says, stupid fake news. I got no time for it. But yeah, guys, let's go on with it. We gonna jump in.
As much as this sounds good and what they were talking about, right? It sounds great. Oh, they're trying to fight for the Second Amendment. But there's a deeper thing that I want to go into is that why are we here? Why is this even a topic of conversation? And the thing that disturbs me a lot, and listen, don't get me wrong, I agree with what they're doing to some extent, but my problem with what they're doing is that they should not even this should not be a topic of conversation for any politician. This is where I keep going into. This is where we made the mistake as American citizens, is that we keep electing people that think that they have authority over you when it comes to certain things. My point is this, is that shall not be infringed, right? Then they keep on saying personal protection. They always careful with their words. And they keep saying, oh, protect yourself against criminals. Now, I want to ask you something, Jay, because I know you watched this video all the way through, and I did too, right? Matter of fact, I want to ask the audience right now, please, everybody that's on this live and on this chat, I want you to tell me, when have you heard any politician say about the Second Amendment when it comes to protecting yourself against government tyranny, not criminals? This is what I want to ask you a question. When have you heard them use the phrase, the right to keep and bear arms to protect yourself against government tyranny? That's the one I want to know. They always talk about protect yourself against criminals, right?
I want to hear.
I want to don't hear them use the word government tyranny.
Thank you.
That's why I said you got to be strategic in what you're listening to, because it sounds good, don't it? It sounds great, don't it? But even them, with all that they saying they're trying to do, they still not referring it, the gun and your protection against them. You see how slick they are? And it sounds great. It sounds like, oh man, listen, don't get me wrong. I agree with we have to have this fight, and I agree with what they're trying to do in the state of Michigan, amongst other states. But what y'all seem to fail to realize with this type of stuff, and this is why I emphasize this, is that they have the right to keep and bear arms is against them, not criminals. But they never refer. That's why they use the criminal analogy, because they want you to believe that they're there to protect you. Why in the world would you let somebody limit your ability to protect yourself against them, who the government officials? Because here's the thing about government officials. If they are not under any type of physical threat, they think they can do what they want. That's why we're here. Because the citizens of the United States of America, we sat back and let them make decisions on our life as if they're there to protect us. And they're not. The reason why they're being slick about it and they're using choice words is because they don't want you to see what the real picture is. We can take your rights away and we can give it to you when we feel like it. That's why you're supposed to make sure that you have a unified front as a citizen, because they're not even under any threat no more. They're not. COVID taught me one thing. America ain't built like that. The citizens, it taught me one thing. They ain't built like that. They do a lot of this, but they ain't really built like that. The minute they got their jobs threatened and told to stay in the house, what did they do? They obeyed their master. You know why? Because most of them was disarmed and had no ability to fight, and they didn't even have an own personal army. They didn't even have a militia amongst themselves to defend themselves. And most of the places that it was going down hard was Democratic-ran cities, like Philadelphia. I step inside the city, be like, man, y'all still doing that here? Wow. Y'all keep trusting these people y'all want to. Now, go ahead,
now, I want to piggyback off what you're saying. How do we trust somebody? Because this is where it gets funny. This is where it gets funny for me, right?
Right.
I hear this all the time. Oh, I don't trust that person. I don't trust her. I don't trust him. I get into a relationship. I got to figure them out. I got to feel them out first. I just don't trust anybody like that. You hear that a lot. So how is it possible that there are so many Americans living inside so many cities and allowing politicians that they never met control their life? I don't understand it.
Because it's strategic. This is where we don't understand. It's strategic.
But why?
Why
is it that we need? Okay, not you, not me. Why do so many other people believe in people they never met? They never broke bread with those people. They never even smelled those. What I mean by smells, you next to them, right? You ain't never smelled that person that's sitting inside the office, but they telling you that you have to pay to get a permit. You have to let them know what firearm you're getting. You have to let them know what you plan to do with the firearm. You got to let them know what kind you're going to buy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
now here's the thing, and then on top of that, they want to limit what you have access to. Now here's the thing. My question to this is that why? See, here's the thing. If I'm not out here doing any dirt, and I ain't out there, first of all, you can't stop it anyway, because none of this, zero affects criminals. Understand that. It does not affect criminals one bit. So when people say, oh, felons shouldn't get this and they should stop. And listen, how many felons are sitting in prison having a gun, even though they was a felon before they went back to jail? I seen felons with guns all the time. So the statement that they keep making, oh, we want to protect against, keep felons, it don't affect felons. It affects honest, everyday citizens by far. But the real intent behind it.
Yes,
Real
because the
intent.
laws are created to limit and hinder the law-abiding citizen. Why is okay? So what? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Go
Watch
ahead.
this. I got to ask. I got to ask this question. Out of the 14 people that are watching and listening, I'm gonna ask you this question: in your state, how many times have you heard a person commit a murder and not spend the rest of their life in jail? That's just like that. Just like that. That person then comes right back out in a short period of time and commits another murder without no repercussions whatsoever. And that cycle keeps going around and around and around and around.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it that now that you want to protect yourself from them kind of criminals, your politician turns around and tells you, you got to let me know what you buying. You got to let me know why you need it. What the hell you mean why I need it? You keep letting damn criminals out. That's why I need it. What how does that make sense? Make it make sense. You letting the criminals out and you asking me why I need to protect myself. What that like come on now, really think about that. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. If you can go over to your politician, him or her, or it or pronoun, whatever them, they, whatever it may be, ask them. All right, you can't say them because it might just be one individual. You ask those people, how many of them don't walk around with security in your town, in your neighborhood, on your block, where you got
your tax
cars
dollars being
Come
paid
on,
for with your tax dollars.
That's right.
Being paid for with your listen. They got more security than you, and they taking your tax dollars and securing their life, and want you to be subject to felons. I mean, subject to the criminals. Now, here's the thing: the part that the part that I was getting to is this. In order for me to want to make those type of laws and limit everyday honest citizens to what I want them to have, it's only because I have criminal behavior too, and I don't want to be subject to high-powered weapons because I want to have power over them. So if I allow them to have AR-15s that hold 30 rounds, if I allow them to have fully automatic weapons, and they find out that I'm stealing, robbing, and I got the criminals working for me as a politician, I don't want to be met with that. See, the thing about it is America shows their power through what? Strength. People don't mess with America for the most part because of the size and the technology of the military that we have. That's power through strength. But if as a politician, if I want to show my power, I'm going to go hire security and all this stuff around me. But if I want to show that you don't have no power, then I want to strip you from your ability to protect yourself from me. Meanwhile, I got all the protection in the world. And we as citizens keep voting for people that keep lying to you, telling you that we need more gun control. Why? Citizens ain't out here doing, everyday hardworking, honest citizens are not out here doing all that stuff. It's criminals that's doing it. And guess what? They did not go to the store and fill out a background check to get that gun that they have.
Nope, they did not.
That's how stupid that sounds.
And they sure as hell ain't being tracked either.
And they not being tracked because they don't want to be.
Absolutely not.
So my point to y'all is this.
That's why politicians are just as bad as the criminals,
right?
That we are supposed to protect ourselves from.
Right. So all and in a sense, all of this sounds good, and I'm not against what they're trying to do. And I know you're trying to take small steps to get to where your ultimate goal is. That we shouldn't even be in this subject altogether. But let's just start here, and hopefully we can get this stuff passed. But I'm gonna tell y'all this next video. Is I feel sorry for anybody living in Virginia. That's all I gotta say. If you live in Virginia, you in trouble.
Hold on. Before we run that video, there's a couple of things I want to.
Go ahead.
Somebody This comes back to how ignorance, or better yet, I'm gonna say the way I like to say it. You stupid people, because that's what y'all are. Y'all stupid. Y'all keep voting in these same politicians because the politicians telling you that they care about you, they care about your safety, they care about your well-being, they care about all this good stuff about you.
Strategic.
But yet, the only time you see them is when they come with their hand and saying you need to provide some type of funding in order for me to stay in office. But you don't see them throughout the whole year pushing your car, giving you a battery jump, paying your groceries, lifting the couch, taking a bad mattress out your house. They ain't doing that for you, but yet you keep voting them in. And then you keep getting your rights taken away because they want the criminals to keep doing what they do. Because the criminals create funding. The criminals create more money for your city and your town.
Now, here's the thing. You see what the one you brought up, the statement that you brought up, the person that they talking about. Jason, hold on one second. I go back. This one you was talking about. This one I brought it up. All right. So here's the thing about this. This is the part that I was also getting ready to get into is that we have allowed people from other countries to infiltrate into our political system. This is strategic.
Damn.
Listen to what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is strategic. Listen, Ryan's opinion don't matter with a lot of stuff, but I'm telling y'all right now, I'm on point with this one. This is strategic. The reason why they're infiltrating into our political system so that they can rewrite the laws the way that they want it so that they can try to overtake this country and control this country. And listen, they're doing it settled in little places like Minnesota.
Hold on, give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Go ahead, bro.
Has anyone, the 16 people watching, 17 people listening, the 27,000 people who are on all my other channels, do y'all know when these laws get passed? Do you know what time of day these laws are getting passed and questioned that you voted these people to fight for you about? They happen between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. when your fat ass is tired from eating your Twinkies and eating your Pop-Tarts and drinking your soda pops. That's why the reason they do that between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. because they know your stupid ass is sleeping and you will not contest to what they want to pass.
Right. Yep. And here's the other thing. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I tell people that a lot of times there's so much going on, you don't know what's going on because they got everybody in America bogged down with life every single day. Working 40 hours a day, 50, 60, 70 hours a day. Driving up the cost of living so you're behind stay unfocused on anything else that's going on. Why? Those are all distracted so that they can keep doing what they're doing. And before you know it, we won't have a country because they will own it. And this is the reason why I keep saying, stop letting these politicians sell you bullcrap. No politicians, the Supreme Court on down, have any right to have a discussion when it comes to weapons and your ability to defend yourself against government tyranny.
Preacher.
That's why you never hear me talk about the whole subject about protecting yourself against criminals, because that's bullcrap. That's just a byproduct of the Second Amendment. The real purpose behind the Second Amendment is for you to have the right to keep and bear arms to protect yourself against government tyranny. And believe me when I tell you, government can go tyrannical at any moment. Especially, this is why they keep the country and the people of the country divided all the time. Have you arguing over skin color? Have you arguing over who's tall, who's short? Have you arguing over who's rich, who's poor? Have you doing all this other stuff? While they're putting all this stuff into play to keep you bound and keep you distracted so that eventually at some point you're going to be running like, oh, wait a minute. How did we end up here? Oh, too late. We got y'all now.
Got you now. Got you hooked, line, and sinker.
Listen, and then we got American citizens who don't want to get involved in politics, who don't want to talk about politics, don't want to run for these type of offices, and we have opened the door and exposed ourselves to the other people. Why? Because we don't want to do it. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to be involved in it. We don't want to get into civics. We don't want to do none of that stuff. And then when somebody goes in there and create this mess for us, we sat back and we allowed it.
And that's because people are too fucking lazy to get involved. They want to get involved with dumb shit, but they don't want to get involved with the shit that really, really matters. Because if you got involved with the shit that really, really matters, it won't only be 29, possibly 30 states that don't have to deal with no CPL, nobody telling you how to actually get your firearm. You'll be able to have all 50 states doing it. But why? It's because you got to be the idiot and the dumb flucker.
And we got the dumb idiots in here. My thing is this: when I see these comments, I just look at them. I just say, "You can't be that dumb."
No, you
First
can't.
Of all, I know most of these people. Listen, you can be, and I know most of these people are probably not real American citizens.
Oh,
they're part of. A lot of these people are part of people that hate this country and what we really stand for.
There you
so
go.
Right. So what it is they want to participate in the destruction of America as it stands so that they can try to control it. But here's the thing with this. I'm not for that. I'm not for that. See, this is why when you got real hardcore Americans, we're not going to stand for that. Now, the sad part about it is that the one thing that they want to do is take away powerful weapons out of your hands. Like as if you're some threat to someone.
Right. Who you a threat to?
Right, exactly. A car is not dangerous until you use it as a dangerous weapon.
That's right.
A knife is not listen, a knife can cut up some food and make some good food. But if you still take that knife and decide to do something dangerous with it, now it becomes a weapon.
That's right.
So why does it matter? It doesn't.
And here's where it gets funny. You said something that I'm going to piggyback off of. And we talk about the criminals and how they allow the criminals to continue going in and out of the jail system, in and out, in and out, in and out, like it's a revolving door for a bathroom.
Right.
And you just mentioned something that's real interesting. A knife is not considered, I think you said a knife is not considered a weapon until it's actually used to kill somebody or hurt somebody very drastically, right?
Right.
Let's not forget what happened to that poor Russian girl that was sitting on the train.
Right.
And got jacked up by an individual that was in and out of the jail system.
Right.
They kept allowing him to come in and out.
Right.
So I'm sure that if someone else on that train had a pistola, that might have been a chance for her to stay alive.
Right.
Right. Because let's not forget, the girl that actually stabbed that McDonald's manager, she didn't get to stab the manager because of a patron pulled out his gun and shot in the air and said, if you go any close, I'm gonna shoot you. So
but they don't tell you how many lives guns save.
That's right.
They only talk about the ones that it take, but they don't even talk about the 2 to 3 million that it saved.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah.
Estimate.
Yeah. Oh,
they only talk about we got guns, violent, but you don't talk about all of the lives. Let me explain something to you. Right. If somebody's doing something crazy, let's just say somebody's in there shooting up a town, right? And some of these people that want to do terroristic acts. Guess what stopped those people from doing the terroristic acts? A good guy with a gun, whether it's a police officer or not.
That's right.
So when they stop that person from doing the damage that they're doing, all of the potential more lives that they could have took, they stopped.
That's right.
This is the reason why you need more Americans carrying weapons without any restrictions. That way, bad people are under threat because there are way more good people with a firearm and weapons and knives than bad. Now,
That's right.
And that's just from the criminal aspect. My thing is this: I can care less about that part. I don't trust government. Politicians are right now, as we talk right now, are out there stealing your money and doing what they want to do with it. They are making decisions to put you at the mercy of criminals right now. And you don't think I know what I'm talking about? They are writing rules to make sure that criminals can wreak havoc over your life. And the reason why I'm going to tell you this, we're going to get into it, which is the next video that we get ready to play. They're going to wreak havoc over your life. And watch this. This is the crazy part, Jay. When we do this next video, because Jay didn't see this video.
No, I sure didn't.
He has no idea. I didn't even watch the whole video. Once it started, I knew where it was going. I said, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, shit. There's going to be some good stuff then.
Oh, it's going to be good. I told y'all going to want to be on fire on Friday today because I'm on fire.
Let's roll that bean footage.
Yeah, just do it like you did before, Jay. Put us to the side and let the video ride.
The safe storage law has now cleared the Senate and is going to Spanberger's desk to sign. Spoiler alert, she's going to sign this. This is actually a terrible law, and it's worse than you know. I know a lot of the time we talk about them, and this one seems like pretty benign, right? A safe storage law, like, come on, how bad can it be? This one is pernicious. This is a particularly bad law, and we're going to talk about it in just a second. Before I do that, though, if you are new here, please do subscribe down below. The mission of this channel and my activism work is to bring the Second Amendment to people under the age of 25. If that's the sort of thing that sounds like you'd like, then please do subscribe down below. It helps more than you realize. Okay, so what is this law, right? HB 871. What is this, right? What's going on here? Essentially, this is a law that mandates you store a firearm unlocked and unloaded unless in a biometric safe, in which case it can be loaded, unless you are essentially readily in control of it, right? So that's like on your hip, in your hand, whatever. But there's a lot of problems with this. First of all, the actual storing regulation is very complicated, and we're going to cover that in just a second. But the second thing is, there's actually a lot of instances where you aren't readily in control of a firearm, and you still want that firearm out. I don't know. Here's a good example. How about in my bedstand, right? Someone breaks into my house. I don't want to have to go into a gun case, type a bunch of numbers, and hopefully remember it, hopefully not. And the internet's out. I guess I'm screwed, right? I don't want that to happen. I want to just be able to open up my nightstand, take out my firearm, and shoot him if he comes in and is trying to do harm to me, my family. This law prevents that. The language of this law says if the firearm is not being carried or is not about a person, which is not clearly defined at all in the regulation, then it is unlawful to keep it. That is crazy. That's insane. What about if I have a big room and I have a bunch of guns there, like in my basement? What about if I want to keep a gun in my not locked glove compartment because I don't know if it's in my my glove compartment and it's locked? That's going to be a little difficult if someone tries to kill me. There are lots of instances where this sort of firearm regulation is insane. It's insane. It's unpractical. Again, a rule like this only serves to try and make gun ownership more difficult. And we know from literally the last month that laws like this have been used essentially to bait gun owners and put them in jail for stuff that is objectively not problematic in any way. What am I talking about? You may remember the San Diego Sheriff's Department. They published this video, which I'm going to play for you now, and I want you to have a look at it and see if you can spot what he did wrong. If you followed the instructions that the San Diego Sheriff himself used in this video to try and tell you what to do, you would go to jail. And that's one of the prime problems with these laws. They make it so complicated that there is no way for a normal law-abiding gun owner without a lawyer degree, or even if you do have a lawyer degree, it's still too complicated to figure out on your own. There's so many complexities to this. It's ridiculous. It is unpracticable. And again, it serves to scare gun owners. It's the same problem with the Virginia grandfathering clause case, right? The reason they do these sorts of things is they want you to not be able to know if your conduct is lawful or not. Now, again, all of this is illegal. All this is unconstitutional. I believe a lot of this is going to get overturned eventually, but that's not the point. The point is to scare normal gun owners that if you don't literally pay attention to the news all the time, someone might just haul you up and take you away to jail and put you in jail for, in this case, I believe it's up to a year, but in some other cases, it's up to 10 years, depending on what the Virginia gun law is. So absolutely draconian. I'm going to play this clip from the San Diego Sheriff and see if you can figure out what he's done wrong here and why, if he followed his own advice, he should go to jail. Here's the clip.
This morning, we're going to talk about how to secure your gun legally in your vehicle. The goal is to get it to the most rearward part of your vehicle where you can secure it to something that's stable. You have to carry the gun in your vehicle that's unloaded. So you make sure there's nothing in the chamber. There's nothing in the magazine well. This is a semi-automatic, feeds from a magazine. And it's also secured with a gun lock. So now I'm going to close the box, secure the latches, and now I'm going to secure the gun box to something that's very stable in the car. You can either run it through these holes or you can run it through the handle. And there it's secured. It'll move a little bit, but nobody can just grab it and run away
You
with
might
it.
as well just leave that motherfucker home.
Cover it so that nobody can see that there is a gun box or safe in the vehicle.
Did you catch it?
Hold up.
Why would you see that stupid stuff? You see how stupid this is? If I was a criminal and I'm watching you do all of that stuff, I'm gonna take my time and rob you. I'm like, I got all day. You see all that stuff? I'm gonna take my time and rob you. What in the world would you do that for? How is that how at any moment is that protecting you?
I'm at a loss for words to actually see this LEO talk about securing your own personal firearm in the back of the vehicle, inside a box, cable tied to the vehicle, and that is the way to transport your own personal weapon. I just got to ask this question: how many people were able to stop their car on a dime to prevent themselves from getting into an accident? I'm just curious. If it takes the average person a minute to react on an accident with another vehicle, person, bicycle, an object, how the hell are you gonna get your gun out of that damn thing if you're getting robbed? How are you gonna protect yourself with your own personal weapon if you have 15 doohickeys attached to it? You got the gun clip in another box. You have your gun with a trigger lock. You got your chamber unopened. You got your open chamber, no round in there, and your mag in another box, and the box with your gun. That means you got to go to 3 boxes in order to get 1 bullet inside your gun.
Yo,
Your ass is dead.
You know what makes me think about
dead.
Hold
on now. I'm a quote judge. I'm a quote judge from the sheriff's department of Florida. You come up to me and you try some stupid shit like that, I'm gonna let your family members know where they can pick up your remains. I ain't going through no damn 3 boxes just to put 1 bullet in your ass. No. That don't make no God's thinking sense. 3 damn different boxes, and you got a key lock. A key. How many people drop their keys when they try to get in the car? How many people drop the key when you tried to get in your house and it was not an emergency? I like to see you get that key out if it's an emergency.
You know what it makes me think about, Jay? You know that when Kevin Hart did that thing and that little statement, he went, "Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this." Like this is my imagination. Somebody coming to rob you, right? It's 3 guys. And you was like, "Oh, they trying to rob me. I got to get my trunk open." Now, the person that's about to rob you see that you going for a firearm. Now they calling you home like, "Yo, wait. Come on, y'all. Look at this. Come everybody, come look at this.
That's right. That's right.
We gonna give you time. Man,
That's
you
right.
could have got the police here faster than you could get that thing out. You might as well just call 911.
Oh my! No, don't call 911 because that's gonna be a waste of time too.
Bro, the level of listen. Here's the thing. These are politicians making these decisions. People voted for these people. Somebody out there right now voted for these type of politicians and put them in office as if they were doing something that was beneficial to the protection of your life. Let's finish the clip.
You know, I got to try this. I got to try one more thing before we do that clip.
Go ahead.
All right, one more thing. I promise we're gonna get right back to that clip. But I got to do this. I got to do this because this shit is funny as hell. I got to do this because you had said it, and it reminded me. It reminded me of this situation. Okay, and this is why I got to do this. I got to do this. Hold on. I got to do this. You had said a moment ago, right?
Right.
Where if someone's getting robbed and they gotta go through all those steps to get their gun out when they're getting robbed, right? And you said that the criminal that's robbing them does exactly this. This is what the criminal's doing. This is where it gets funny. This is where it gets funny. Oh, watch this. Watch this. Watch
I
this.
want to say is, one of my niggas bring 2 niggas. Then 2 niggas go get 3. 2 niggas bring 4 niggas. Then 4 niggas come back and alert me.
So
Now
you
they
get
watch you. They done call all these niggas in and watch you get this gun out because we about to rob you.
and now one nigga got his gun out. But all them niggas are standing there watching you get that one gun.
The level of stupidity. You can't make this stuff up. And they say we're the ones that's uneducated. People literally voted for politicians that made these dumb behind decisions. They made these dumb behind decisions that says, you know what? We're doing this for the safety of the people.
I apologize. I apologize for bringing something.
No, we good, bro. That's it.
You just reminded me of that video, and it's so funny. Like he says, one nigga goes find another nigga, 2 niggas go find 4 niggas, 4 niggas come back and alert me, while the other 5 niggas rob you.
Now you done called 911. Then it came back. What happened?
I got robbed by 5 niggas.
Robbed. Well, what did they take?
Wait,
They took everything.
You missed the
They took
point.
my gun too.
You missed the point. This is 911. How can we help you? I need the police. It will take them about 15 minutes to get there. What is your emergency?
It's 6 niggas trying to rob me.
We're sorry, but your call cannot be completed at this time.
Then what happened? Well, we started out with 1 trying to rob me, but then he seen how long it was taking me to get my gun, so he started calling more people over. Hey, y'all, come here, look.
Look at this dumb motherfucker we're about to rob. Look at this dumb fucker. He got a gun inside his case. Come on.
He trying to put the code in.
Let's see how long it takes before he dropped that key again.
Look, he trying to put the code in. He trying to put the look. Look, man. We're gonna let him get it open. Let's let him get that open. Let's get him get it open. He opens it up. He ain't even got it loaded.
He ain't got it loaded. Oh damn. We just standing here. Somebody give him a bullet.
Anybody got a bullet for this man? He gonna need something.
All right, let's finish up this video. Oh.
Did he figure it out? No, the thing that the sheriff did wrong is he also has to have a lock in the box. So the box itself has to be lockable. Just looping the box around in the car is not sufficient. The sheriff himself is going to jail. But that's not really the point here, right? The overarching point behind all of this is the purpose of these regulations. They implement these regulations fundamentally and obviously because they hate you. They hate you with, so much vitriol that you can't possibly imagine. All of these laws are set up to make you, an ostensibly law-abiding gun owner, go to jail. That's why these laws are set up. That is the point of all of this. And this is just emblematic of that fact, right? It is perfectly reasonable to have a gun in my nightstand for self-defense. That is a perfectly reasonable and responsible thing to do. And obviously, it should be loaded.
I got to jump in real quick. I got to jump in. So, if I heard this correctly, they're trying to pass a law. You can't even keep your own gun inside your own nightstand. Now, I got to ask this question. So, if you never been in my house, how would you know I got a gun in the nightstand? Or better yet,
wait. You just said it. Now here's the thing. I ain't got to know. I'm gonna tell you how strict. I'm gonna tell you how easy this becomes. You go do a background check. They know you're gonna purchase a firearm, right?
Yeah.
Let's say they now they're looking for a reason to go in your house.
Okay.
All right, let's say they police pull you over and write you a ticket, but never send it to your house.
Right.
Don't even tell you got one.
Right.
All for the sake and purpose of being able to come into your house as a warrant. Or they go look up somebody that might have been in your address before you got your address.
Right.
And say that they're looking for a felon, and they come in your house with a warrant, but they really wasn't looking for you, but they looking for you. But they got a warrant for somebody else, but they really looking for what you have in your house because they know you own firearms.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
See how easy that is? It ain't that complicated.
Nope.
Because again, we keep opening ourselves up to these politicians who are criminals and letting them make rules to make their criminal behavior easy for them to get away with so they can lock you up for some stupid stuff, as opposed to saying, no, we're not doing that. No, it's infringing on your right. See, the original Constitution knew this. They had the foresight. That's why they wrote shall not be infringed, because they knew what people would try to do, politicians would try to do. Infringe on your right to protect yourself against government tyranny. That's why you never hear the politicians bring out the fact that it's against government tyranny. They keep talking about criminals. They never talk about government tyranny as if they're not organizing government-wise to come against the people. You think I'm lying? You don't think what I just said is true? When Trump asked that question, do you think the government should take care of American citizens first? You seen a whole party do what? Sit down and then get up.
That's
they
right.
care less about your people. That tells you how they are amongst each other, because they did not care about standing for American citizens. What did they do? They sat there because it was about their party. And so who in America has the toughest gun laws? Democratic ran cities.
That's right. That's right.
And guess who didn't stand up? Call it a conspiracy all you want to.
Well, I say like this. This is one of my favorite clips. I gotta play this. I apologize. I gotta play this. This is my favorite clip. There's a reason why I'm gonna play this. I want you to just listen to what he says. I play that because this is what happens when many people in specific states listen to the politicians of what you can and what you cannot do.
Right.
One of the questions he had turned around and asked everybody is, where'd you put the rest of the landmines? They turned around and said, everywhere. There's a reason why Cecil put the landmines everywhere, because he got tired of people chasing them. So basically, it's the same thing. You have politicians in place that will tell you what you have to do while they stand back and protect themselves.
Right.
Why? Ask yourself that question. Why are you paying somebody or giving money to somebody that's protecting themselves but choose not to protect you? Ask yourself that question, because that's the question you should ask yourself. Why am I paying money to a person or persons that are not protecting me?
Right. Because they have no intentions of protecting you, because their lives matter more than yours.
That's right. That's
their
right.
Party matters more than yours.
That's right.
They don't care about your life.
Nope.
Your life means nothing to them.
That's right.
So all of that, all Black Lives Matter, this life matter, blue lives matter. Nope, none of that matters.
Nope.
You know what matters? Their life. That's why they had security for you, and that's why they had that border unsecure and have all these people coming over here. Why? To put you under tyranny.
That's right.
When they sent all of these illegal immigrants to Martha's Vineyard, what did they do with them? When they got there, packed them right back up and shipped them right back out.
They said,
they
y'all
want
didn't
it
get
for
off
you.
that bus.
They didn't want it for them. Where most of the politicians live where? Martha's Vineyard, right?
They sure did.
And where Obama and all of them got their houses and stuff at. They said, oh no, we don't want that for us. We too good for that. All these Democrats are saying they're fighting for illegals, saying all this stuff for illegals, and all of these liberals fighting for illegal immigrants, but why they not taking them to their houses and their communities?
Because
why they keep dumping them on the Black and Hispanic neighborhoods?
Because they can.
Because they can.
Because the Black and Hispanics are not complaining. The Black and Hispanics are not even going to do anything about to to get their lives better because they just want to
because
stay
the whole
quiet.
intent behind it is to one, stack the deck so they can get voters. We know that part.
That's right. That's right.
That's number one. The other thing is this: to make sure that you are always under criminal duress.
That's right.
That's it. They don't care about your life. They want to make sure, because here's the thing: they didn't go over there and let the best of the best come over here.
Nope.
They got a large segment of the criminal element. They allowed them to empty their prisons out and bring them over here.
Yep.
That was the whole point behind it, is to keep you under criminal tyranny.
Yep.
To do the bidding of the government towards you.
That's AKA government tyranny. Because
government tyranny.
I'm going to piggyback off what you said there. What people don't realize, and they really got to open their eyes. They got to open their eyes. And if you don't want to open your eyes, take your glasses off. You could actually see what I'm talking about. It's just a case. Take your glasses off, and you can see what I'm talking about. Sleeper cells.
Yes.
There's a reason why they call sleeper cells that are high-colored individuals. And what I mean by high-colored is more to the spectrum of white, just in case. Okay? There's a few that are melanated, but the majority are Caucasian. Why is it that the government has sleeper cells? Do y'all know why? Come on now. This has been going on for quite some time with the sleeper cells. And I want to jump in because that guy has said something that I caught real funny. There's always someone else starting a riot to get people to get all wired up.
Yep.
That's all it is.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction. So I left that comment up there because I know, Ron, we both are Trump supporters. And that was a real silly ass statement that what has Trump done in his first year of office? Well, let's see. Let's focus on two things. Matter of fact, we're gonna focus on three things. The three things I know about. Ron, you don't know about these things, but I'm gonna say these three things. The first thing is he made sure all you lazy ass mother flubbers got up off your asses and got that money taken away from you. That's the first thing he did. Because us working individuals, us business owners, us people that actually been paying into our taxes for many, many years deserve to have that money given back to us versus someone who doesn't deserve it. That's the first thing. The second thing he did was he made sure that if you were not here legally, your ass had to go. That's the best thing. Because again, my taxes is keeping your stupid ass under the radar. Ain't happening. And the third and most important mother flubbing thing is this. Y'all had to get off that government assistance because y'all were illegal on the government assistance. And Ron had said it a moment ago, when they took a bus full of people, shipped them over to Martha's Vineyard said, oh, hell no, y'all ain't throwing them people over here. Send them somewhere else. They stuck them in hotel rooms, giving them $5,000 a month. And everybody in that town where they saw them people going into them hotels was pissing the bitch. They weren't rich, but they were well off. They were pissing the bitch. Why? Because they were getting $5,000 per person to sit in their city in a hotel paid for by your taxes. So again,
if only I owned the hotel.
Again, don't turn around and say what Trump did in his first year of office. And if you want one more thing, I'm sure that when you went and paid your taxes and you filed your taxes this year, you saw a whole lot more money coming back, didn't you? You saw a whole lot more money coming back, right? Mm-hmm. So if you got the audacity to turn around and say, what did Trump do? Look at that damn check that you done paid or gave to someone else, how much extra money you got. That was Trump that did that.
Now, right? And one that was a real big one for me is that border crossings down 99%.
99.9%, not 99, 99.9.
I ain't feel like saying all them numbers.
I said
but my point is, border crossings and gone, done, fixed. You know what I'm saying? Illegal immigrants, over 2 million, 2.5 million illegal immigrants going out of the country already in 1 year. And I'm happy. I want to see more, but hey, we still got time. Still got 3 more years almost. But my point is this: is that so if you didn't listen to what he campaigned on, you're not going to know what he going to do. Because here's the thing: he doing what he campaigned on. I listen. He's doing it.
I read
Up
it.
until recently, we had some really good gas prices, but
Well, see, see.
I understand why, and I'm okay with it.
Hold on now. See, it's
Go
also
ahead.
in the comment section. That thing about the gas prices.
Right.
It's in the comment, right? Now, here's the one thing that many people are gonna complain about. They're complaining about the gas prices, right? I'll put this up there. I'll put this up there. Here's this person complaining about the gas prices, right?
Right.
We see it. We
Well, I
know
don't
the
know if
gas
he's
prices.
complaining, but he put it in the comment. Go ahead.
Oh, he complaining. He or she complaining. That's why they put it up there. So here's the thing. Do you know that every single president that has started or campaigned or committed a war, gas prices have gone up?
Right. So it really don't have nothing to do with him.
It don't.
It has
And
zero to do with
what they don't understand is this: people are still going to want to travel even though there's a war, right?
Mhm.
How do they fund the war if they don't raise gas prices? There goes the science. See, I broke it down to you stupid individuals that don't understand this.
We still didn't even
We
comprehend
raise
that.
the prices on gas because you still need to fill up your car to go wherever it is you're going.
Right.
We're going to take that money and we're going to fund the military so they can keep fighting the war so we can turn around and get more oil. I said it like that. Oil.
Now,
And if you don't understand that, that's what it's all about. It's all about the oil.
but here's the crazy part with that. He said what Trump do, right? Now, guess what I found out? This is the part about Trump I did not know. He is the dictator executioner. Because they said he was going to be a dictator. But I found out he's the eliminator of the dictators.
That's right.
Because what did he do to Venezuela, who had a dictator? What did he do to Iran, who had a dictator? So that's why I had to call him the dictator eliminator.
Well, now, as you said in the very beginning, we will have a difference of opinion,
right?
And this is where the difference of opinion comes,
right?
I don't think it was right to go after the presidents of those countries, and I'm gonna explain why. I find it would have been a whole lot better to commemorate or find a way to make a trade deal for the oil. And the reason why I say this is because the same exact thing happened many, many years ago, where President Bush ordered the military to go into certain parts of a country and protect the oil.
Yeah.
Okay. Protect the
oil. I know they was over there trying to burn it and set it on fire too.
The people of the country was trying to burn the oil because they knew the Americans were there to protect the oil, because President Bush was getting 5 cents for every barrel of oil that came to the United States.
Yeah, I mean, his family was in the oil business for years. Now, but I see your point, but here's the reason why this is why I think it was necessary. And I don't think the reason why I say it was necessary, because in my opinion, I don't look at it from that perspective. I get your point when it comes to the oil and the money and how beneficial it is. But if you're going to liberate the people, then liberate the people. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I'm glad he did it. That's the only part about that I care about. The money part, I get it. I need cheaper gas prices too. But
hold on now. So let's piggyback off of that. Let's piggyback off of that what you just said.
Right.
If it's to liberate the people, that's what you said. And again, I'm not against you, but like we said, we disagree with certain things.
This is how we get to conclusions.
Right. If we look at liberating the people, why are we still with this Gaza war in Israel over a certain section of a river? And why is it that Putin and the Russian war has not been resolved? if it's
Well,
about resolving the people.
well, I think, and this is just my opinion, my theory on is that you really, if you don't have beef with Russia, don't start beef with Russia. Russia, I don't think we should have ever been involved with their Ukraine war at all. Like, I don't think we should have been funding it. Whatever happened between Ukraine and Russia should have been between Ukraine and Russia. This is my opinion. I think we should have never got involved. I think we should have never had anything to do with that. It should have been what it is. You know what I mean? Now, of course, that was more the Biden administration. They wanted to spend money, do all this other stuff. I get all of that. I personally.
Yeah, it was the Biden administration, but Trump is now part of it.
Right. Now, here's the thing. What I have to give Trump credit on is that he went and got the minerals, access to the minerals over there that benefit America. Now, what I don't agree with is this.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. What I don't agree with is this, is that we should have just backed away from it. Now, I know a lot of people's not going to agree with me. I think we should have just pulled out, totally done, out of it, and that. I know Trump was trying to negotiate with them and negotiate with them and negotiate. Now, here's the thing what y'all got to understand. It's only but so far you can take negotiation before you realize they're not in the business of, they don't want to negotiate. So you either got to say, at that point, you either going to have to take control or you're going to have to get out of the way and let it play out whatever way it plays out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
now,
right.
in my opinion is this. Now, this is what people are not going to like when I'm getting ready to say. I live in America. I want my leadership to do the things that are in the best interest of my country. I'm not concerned about your country.
I agree.
Personal. There's nothing personal.
I agree.
I'm not concerned about your country. So if what we did in Venezuela liberates the people, that's the one thing that I did want them to get their country and not be under dictatorship. I get all that part. But I also think that we should have some type of interest and benefit to us, because here's the thing with Venezuela is this. They would not know how to get that oil if it not been for America. America was the one that taught them how to get it out the ground, the equipment and everything years ago when it comes to Venezuela. So if it's anybody that should get benefit from that oil, access to it to some extent, or a good price or whatever, I think they should make money, but it should have been America. Now, again, Greenland and now Iran, right? I want y'all to look at the strategic moves with that. I'm not even going to get into the whole depth of it, but here's the thing about this is that if you want to stop your enemy from infiltrating certain parts and having certain control, you got to put the work in first.
Right.
You secure Greenland, you secure Venezuela, right?
Right.
You need to take care of who? Taiwan.
Right.
And Iran. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of this stuff, people might not agree, but some of this stuff, in my opinion, in the long run, not in the short term, but in the long term, if it plays out right, it will be more beneficial to American interests. Now, I might be wrong. I'm just saying I think.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna hold more subject on that because that's taking us a little bit away.
Yeah, that's taking away too. Yeah, we didn't move the goalposts.
It is with government tyranny somewhat, so you get understanding of why government tyranny is not a good thing, because you got to watch what they're doing on the outside. That's going to affect you on the inside. Right.
Now, here's the thing.
The inside is us on the inside of America. How this is going to affect us.
Government tyranny, right?
Government tyranny.
Here's the point. Let's just look at this from another angle then.
Go ahead.
Government tyranny. You see the ability of American government to go into another country, execute what they want to execute, and no casualties on America's side. Right?
Okay.
Now, I know in Iran, I think we lost a few soldiers over there, but I'm going to go with the situation with Venezuela. We lost no soldiers, right? How fast they went in there, got the president, got him out, they did overnight. While everybody was sleeping, bam, got it. All right, so what's to say that this very same government, with all of this technology and all of this power, won't do it to his own citizens?
Well,
what's stopping it? I want to know, and Jay, this ain't just a question for you. This is a question for everybody. What's stopping it?
Well, I have to start off with saying, why don't we practice what we preach? Meaning, if we know that the Democrats don't want to allow us, and I'm using the word allow because as we watched in 2 videos already, how they are preventing us from maintaining, obtaining, and of course, what we do with our own personal weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not practicing while we preach? If we're so concerned about what happens in another country with those people, why is it that the citizens here
Mm-hmm.
are not ranting and raving about the Democrats that want to sit down when good things are happening? Why is it that the Democratic parties want to rah 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 for violating child responsibilities? Why is it that the Democratic Party wants to say you can't own a firearm when you see that man that's walking in the woman's bathroom dressed like a woman to molest that child that's in there? Why you can't shoot him straight in the butt?
Because they don't want you to, because they're part of their party. Because the Democratic Party is made up of a bunch of child. Listen, when you start calling somebody a pedophile and a child molester, usually because you are one.
Birds of a feather flock together.
There you go. You recognize your behavior in someone else. That's all that is.
Look,
but again, if you look at how efficient the United States military was doing that job, right? Who's to say that they won't do that right here at home?
Look,
and in the same time, want to tell you what you can and cannot have. Now, I'm not saying that they will, but why would you trust that they will?
No, they did. No. Let's back up. Not that they will. No. They've done it.
Right, that's my whole point. That's why we have. That's the whole reason why we have a Second Amendment, is because it was done.
It was done many times over. Many times.
Right.
But they called it something totally different, so nobody paid attention. But it was government
tyranny. You know what they do? They wolves in sheep clothing. This is what they do.
Look.
They virtue signal.
If nobody on this channel is watching or listening, doesn't understand what I'm talking about, look up Waco, Texas. That's all I got to say. Look up what happened in Waco, Texas with the FBI. That's government tyranny. Real simple.
Yep.
Real simple. That's government
tyranny. They did not like the fact that they were. Listen, I don't care about what was going there. If the only thing I have a problem with there is if, and I'm saying if, people were being held against their will, I have a problem with that. But if you really look at if there were people being molested and all that other stuff, I have a problem with that. But if they were organized, they formed a militia, which the Second Amendment allows them to do. Why in the world would you sit back and trust government not to do that again?
Trust the same people you're giving money to protect you, where they turn around and say, you have to let us know what gun you're buying, when you're buying it, how you're buying it, where the money come from for you to buy it, and we're going to turn around and tell you you could only have 5 bullets while we have 3,475 million bullets for your ass.
They got unlimited access to all types of military equipment, drones, all types of stuff. But yet they want to tell you what you can and cannot have, as if that they're saying it in the best interest of your safety. When why wouldn't? No, I don't need you for that. I can safeguard myself by far better than you can.
You never been in my house, so how
because you're not going to be there in the moment when something happens.
Absolutely not. And let's not forget the other thing, like you said on several occasions when we had our Firearms Fridays. How is it possible that they tell you could own an example, an AR-15, while they have some supersonic weapon that can knock the weapon out your hand without even being nowhere near you? Or matter of fact, I saw a sergeant from the U.S. Army rant and rave on TikTok when somebody turned around and told President Trump, if you come to my neighborhood, we're gonna light you up. There was a sergeant in the army turned around and said, nigga, we got a device that will put a hole in you the size of a quarter the minute you blink. So why is it we can't have that? Why can't we have that?
Because our parents called the government, told you can't, and people listened and obeyed them, like as if they had some authority over you that they don't have. They just
Who's that nigga? Look, then I'm gonna say it like this: who's that nigga on the neck?
And my thing is this: the more we keep allowing, if you keep allowing these politicians and you keep voting for politicians that think and talk this way, Because here's what also what when it comes to that situation where the video we was playing,
party.
they also added some stuff where they don't even want you to be able to allow you to carry your gun in certain stores. Jay, you can't make this stuff up, right? All right, so let's just say, Jay, you going to shop in the Walmart, right? You got your weapon concealed, whatever. You're not thinking about robbing nobody. You're not talking about nobody. You're not even thinking about it. That's not even on your head. You did shop and get your food, want to go home, right?
Right.
So they say, all you law-abiding citizens, you are not allowed to take your firearm in Walmart. I'm just saying Walmart, because this is what I'm talking. I'm giving you a scenario, but they do. This is the law that they're making. But
Right.
I'm just using Walmart as an example, right?
Right.
Now, let's just say I'm a criminal, right? I'm looking for victims. I noticed that the law says you can't take your firearm in Walmart, right?
Right.
Walmart's a very busy store. Am I
True.
right?
Yeah.
So let's just say let's use the state of Texas. Let's just say for giggles, the state of Texas say you can't have your firearm inside Walmart store, right? Now, I'm in the state of Texas. I know that that's the law, right? I'm sitting in the parking lot of Walmart. What do you think I'm doing? I'm in the state of Texas. I know that these people can't take their firearm in the Walmart because they might become a felon doing it.
Right.
So where you think their firearms are going to be in the parking lot of Walmart?
Yeah.
In their vehicles.
Yeah.
So if I'm a criminal, guess how many vehicles that I could possibly steal a gun out of? And what are the chances in Texas of me breaking in somebody's car and coming out with a gun while they on Walmart shopping?
That's right. Yeah.
This is how stupid these rules are. You open up everything for who? Criminal behavior.
Yep.
Now, they done stole 15 guns in a day because now you got people coming out and, oh, somebody broke up my car. Now you're reporting the gun stolen. Where you think those guns are now? They're in the hands of criminals.
That's right.
Unlawful people. It's not that complicated as y'all may think it is. Now, these guns are going to be out in the street in the wrong hands, so to speak. How did that happen? Because dumb politicians thought it was a good idea to say you should not be able to take your gun into Walmart. Now, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go into Walmart and rob everybody because everybody got their guns.
That's right. And they won't and they can't get taken out.
Right. Because they can't get their guns to the car. So they're going to go to Walmart and start sticking everybody up. You see how stupid that is?
Totally stupid.
But they don't. You let these other people, these liberals and stuff, they don't have the brain cells that they were born with. They refuse to use them. They threw them away for stupidity. They dispose of them for stupidity. They sold them because they bought into stupidity, and you can't help it.
Can't help it. Can't.
Because somebody put this stuff in their head, and they just bought into it.
You know, it's just terrible. It's a terrible thing, Ron. It's a terrible thing. I mean, we could sit here for 3,000 hours, a gazillion years, trying to talk and put some sense to some people. They're not really going to grasp it.
But that's why they better like and subscribe. Do one good thing in your life. Like and subscribe. That's what you do. Like and subscribe. You ain't going to listen to nothing else we saying. So just like and subscribe.
You know, Ron, this tonight's show, if it didn't open the eyes of a lot of people, it's just safe to say people just want to be blinded and allow. And I'm gonna put it just like this. I'm gonna put it like this. It's gonna hurt somebody's feeling, but I'm gonna say it. New age slavery.
Yep.
Because again,
that's a good way to explain it. New age slavery.
It's new age slavery because again, if there is a person who never met you, doesn't know nothing about you, doesn't know what's happening in your home, that you bought that you paid for. You broke back, sweat, day after day, hours after hour, week after week, month after month to buy this house. And someone is telling you you cannot put a firearm in your nightstand. And if you drive in your car, you need to put the firearm in one box that's locked, the bullets in another box that's locked. Tie the 3 boxes to the trunk of your car. Now, I correct me if I'm wrong, because I watched that video, and I'm still having a hard time. I forgot to mention this. I got a regular trunk on my car, okay?
Right.
And I've done this many amounts of times where something has actually fallen between the locking mechanism and the hood that falls down and locks the damn trunk.
Right.
It's not locked. So how is it possible that this video of this sheriff telling everybody you put a cable in the lock mechanism of the drop of the rear car is supposed to lock the rear? How does it lock if it's got something blocking it? I mean,
Jay, same thought went through my head,
like,
and I was just like, wait a minute, you got to close that.
Yes, yes.
So how in the world is this going to? You're not.
How? I don't get it. And to me, I'm trying to figure out how is it possible that no one was able to catch that mode. I mean, really. I mean, how is it that no one was able to say, well, wait a minute, how am I supposed to lock? If I have to lock the vehicle, how do I lock the door
in the car? You can either run it through these holes, or you can run it through the hand to something that's very stable.
I gotta put it here. I gotta put it here.
Go ahead, bring it back.
I gotta put it.
Secure the latches, and now I'm going to.
I gotta put it here. Okay, so how is this possible? How is this possible? How is this possible? Hold on now.
Going to secure the gun box to something that's very stable.
A hook on the side. Okay, the latch is up there. There's a hook on the side of this particular. I don't even know if all vehicles have this. Oh my goodness, Jay, what's wrong with these people, man? Like it's some.
Do you see this? You see this? If one nigga, I got one nigga that go get another nigga, that's 2 niggas that go get 4 niggas. 4 niggas come and let me know what this dumb son bitch is doing. Real simple.
You can't.
You can't make this stupid shit up. People look. People are just stupid.
Who thought that that made sense? Like, where?
How do you close the damn door? And then you said it a moment ago. If Walmart says you cannot bring your firearm into Walmart, you got to leave it in the car. Billy Joe gonna run around your car and bust up all your windows and snatch that box right on out.
That's it. Now you lost your firearm because you couldn't keep it with you.
Look, if they can steal a car within 30 seconds, and they know the gun is in the car, hell, don't they? I mean, I've seen a lot of reports and watched videos where people get carjacked and got kids in the car. I've seen videos where they snatch up cars just because. So when do you have the time to go from the front seat to way in the back when you're getting carjacked?
Who is that supposed to protect? Like how in the world is that how in the world is that protecting you in the moment something happens?
Oh no, I got it. Hold on. I got it. I just figured out why. I did. You remember that video we watched about the guy with the curtain, the bulletproof curtain in his car? That he got out the gas station and he pulled out that stupid ass thing?
Oh. So you pull out the thing and then you walk to the back.
There you go.
Man,
there you go.
Where you right. You know where you right. Meanwhile, you still getting shot in the ass.
That's why the guy said it too. He said, "I'll just shoot him in the ass." That's it. I mean, a bulletproof curtain that sits on the seat. This is a perfect example of why they made that. You buy a bulletproof curtain that is used as a back press, so you put your gun in the back, way in the back of the vehicle. So when you get carjacked, you pull out this thing looking like Batman shield in front of you, thinking you're part of SWAT, and you cover your face while you're backing up backwards, while the other three niggas is behind you saying, "Look at this dumb motherfucker here. We're gonna rob this motherfucker with nothing." Because you're walking backwards, looking at the gun. The guy with the gun is in front of you. You're walking backwards to the back of your car.
My question is, how many more people have to get? Now, here's the thing. You know, I don't really talk about the criminal aspect of it. It's more government term. But let's just go to the criminal aspect. How many videos did you have to watch of people getting carjacked, robbed, house broken into, robbed in public, before you realize that none of that stuff that they're doing, because all the ones that got the tougher gun laws are the ones with the worst situation.
Absolutely.
It is a proven fact that the more free you are with your firearms and weapons, the less crime is, because I'm going to explain to you why that works. Let's just say I decide I'm going to go and I'm going to rob the local bar, right? But this place, the local bar, I live in a town. This is a town where they keep firearms. Everybody locked and loaded. They got their guns concealed, not concealed, whatever. Right? I don't know this. I'm a criminal. I moved to another town. I come to another town. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm desperate. I'm gonna go in this bar. I'm gonna take my gun and I'm gonna rob everybody in the bar.
Right.
Go in there and I notice that there are 75 patrons in the bar, just drinking and having a good time.
Right.
I pull out my gun and I say, "Hey, this is a robbery. Everybody get down." And all of them get down. And then they come back up with firearms.
Mm-hmm.
And now you staring down the barrel of about 60 different patrons with firearms, and you only got your one.
Right.
And they like, "You sure you want to finish this? You sure you want to do this? You got two options. Put the gun down and have a drink, or we take you out of here." Next thing you know, you're like, "Oh, no, I was just playing. That's all. I was joking around, y'all. It's cool." Nah. You see how that changed?
Yeah.
That's the reason why a well-armed militia, good guys with guns matter. Good people with guns. Good people with guns. The more good people with guns, the less bad people going to want that smoke.
Yeah.
You know what they're going to say? "Man, it's too hard. I'm going to go get me a job. I ain't doing none of this stuff, man. I'm going to end up dying out here real quick." Every time I tried to rob somebody, they was ready.
They were ready. Yeah.
That's it. And guess what? You make the police jobs easier. Why? Because they like, "Nah, man, look, we don't have that problem down here." I mean, when they do once in a while, we don't have to work as hard. Why? Because the citizens, most of the time, put a stop to it, and we just come up and take a report.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. That's why you don't vote for these Democratic politicians and even Republicans if they think that way. Why? Because it's not in your best interest. None of that's in your best interest. Yeah. And that's just setting all the political stuff aside. This is common sense stuff that I'm talking. Don't ever trust government that they will never go tyrannical and organize. They already showed you when they did not stand up for Americans being first, the government taking care of American citizens first. They already showed it to you. That showed you that they stand for their party, not the people. They sat for their party. They did not stand for the people. Hear what I said. They sat for their party. They did not stand for the people. So if you keep voting for a party that's only concerned about their party and not the people and the citizens of America, that's why they want that, so that they can control you. They organized already. They showed you how unified they are because none of them stood. They showing you how unified they are. We out here arguing over skin color and all this other stuff. They got different skin color, but yet they unified. And they showed it to you.
Yeah. They showed their true colors.
They showed their true colors. They are against America. They don't want America to be great. They want their party to be great. That's why they were stealing, robbing, and doing all the crooked, wicked stuff. And every way that they are, this is what they want for them, not you.
Yeah.
This is all a distraction for them to make themselves wealthy and for you to stay impoverished.
Yep.
Look at the outcome of their pockets. And none of them got any type of industry business that they ever ran. But yet they're multimillionaires. How is that possible?
I don't get it. And if you don't mind, I
Yeah.
want to share this one thing before we go.
Yep.
I
You got it.
I got to share this. I really got to share this because it's something that we just said. We just said it. And if anybody doesn't believe it, here it is.
Our union is strong.
President Trump delivered a record-breaking 108 minutes.
Right there. Right there. Look
They
how
all
they
sitting.
stay sitting down.
They don't care.
Seated.
And these are the very same people that vote and try to write laws that are tyrannical. The vast majority of these people are tyrannical. Democrat parties and Democratic politicians are tyrannical. They are a unified effort to disarm the citizens of America so that they can control you. And the distraction is that, oh, Trump's going to be a dictator. He's going to be a dictator. Dictators don't try to liberate you when it comes to firearms.
Nope.
Is what he was doing. Dictators don't try to liberate people to give them the right to free speech. If he was a dictator, the ones that was out there running their mouth and talking so much dirt on him, he would have been trying to put them away. He'd have been trying to attack them and go at them. Never did it. He allowed them to still go out there and criticize them over and over and over and still never be turned around and try to be a dictator over top of it. So this is why y'all statements don't have no weight, because y'all don't even understand the meaning of a dictator. A dictator, if you stand up against a dictator, you know what he's going to do? He's going to have his people come out there and publicly cut your head off. And do it in public to let everybody else know, you ever talk about me, I'm going to slice your head off.
That's right.
That's what a dictator do.
Yeah.
That's why I know y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. Y'all idiots. Y'all regurgitate the stuff that they sat down in the office and told you to regurgitate and told you to go online, and anybody that support Trump, say this and say that and say that. Y'all have no idea what y'all be talking about. That's why we don't pay y'all no attention, because we know how stupid y'all really are.
That's right. That's right. And like you said, this is what you're being told to do.
He said, look, I'm a rock on this one. Trump don't care about you guys. The Republicans don't care, right? So let me ask you a question. How many black people, since Trump sent the National Guard into Washington, D.C., how many black people died since then? Because I know where y'all going with that. Since then.
Hell, I'm going to throw the next question out there. Did you quit your job when President Trump became president? Did you stop working? Did you destroy your company if you got one?
So he said you like to support a racist, right? Okay, let me ask you another question. When he put Jennifer Hudson, when they killed her family, and he put her up in Trump Towers for 9 months, rent free, to protect her from whoever possibly happened. She's a black woman. Why would he do that? When he got out of the race with Jesse Jackson, so that Jesse Jackson can run for president, who was only going to get 17 votes, might I add, and he financially helped support Jesse Jackson's campaign. Jesse Jackson's a black guy. Why would he do that?
Well, let's throw this one out there. If we like to support, as he says, like they say, it's pedo and racist, then aren't the Democrats promoting slavery?
Yes.
Saying that they're going to get other people?
Right.
They're going to get other people?
Now, here's the thing. Guess who started the Republican Party? Black people. So why would he choose to be part of the Republican Party that was started by black people?
And this person, this person, look. We don't, Ron and I, we can both guarantee that your parents and your uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your aunts, your uncles, every single member of your family is messing around with the opposite sex, of opposite color, of opposite country. So what does that make you, you stupid fucker? You're the dumb fucker to say that we racist. Your whole family line is built on racism, you dummy.
Because they don't know no better. They special.
Your whole damn family bloodline is mixed breed, you dummy. Your whole damn family. So you calling your own family a bunch of racists and a bunch of pedophiles, because I know somewhere, somehow down the line, your brother had sex with your sister, which made your mother, that made you, that turned around and got your uncle involved because she was tired of your daddy.
Yo, these people are funny.
It's ironic. It's just loving. It's loving, I tell you.
But my thing is just, you know, like I know, that they will never, ever, ever.
Talking to you. Look. The one thing that you got to understand about us, when we got trolls like you,
yep,
Sam 1131, that don't have no profile, people like you, we call you a sleeper cell, because all you want to do is come in and make noise and have no facts for what you're talking about, because you don't even know what you're talking about.
Clueless.
Someone threw up in your mouth with some white colored liquid and said, you just say this. And what you did, you swallowed and said, okay. So if you really want to call someone else a pedophile, a pedo, or a racist, think about how many times you swallowed that white colored liquid just because someone else told you to do something. That's how we know you are what you say we are. Yeah, and I'm talking to you. That's why I'm talking to you, because that's what you are. You're a swallower. So it's okay. If that's all you know how to do, that's all you know how to do. You become a professional swallower. Create your OnlyFans page. You might make a lot more money, which then again, you make more money. And on top of that, because Trump allows you, it says you are to make more than what you're supposed to earn, you can get double back your money at the end of the year. And then you can thank Trump again for doing such a thing. Matter of fact, you get some OT, you won't even get taxed on it. That's thanks to Trump. So go ahead. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep talking your nonsense. I don't like when people come in here talking nonsense. They really don't make no dang on sense.
You can't help themselves, man. You
can't.
Themselves.
See, that's a Democrat, because Democrats love creating smoke so no one else knows what's going on. Here on Firearms Friday, we talk about laws with guns and gun laws and guns.
Yeah, I want to show you something. And y'all might not be able to see it, but I want y'all to hear this. It's not a long video. I just want y'all to hear it. This is for the people that call him a racist.
Story. Take a listen. Trump saved my life, literally. My dad and my mom passed at the same time. I was in a bad place. I was going towards the Brooklyn Bridge. Don't ask me why, but I was.
I remember that.
Then on 97th Street in Broadway, he was at a friend's birthday party. And when he saw me coming past, I was hysterical in tears. And he gently grabbed my arm. He was like, whoa, wait a minute, are you okay? And he said, well, I don't know what you're going to do right now, but whatever it is, forget about it. Take it out of your head. Your mom and dad wouldn't want that. And he talked to me till I forgot all about what I was going to do. So he said, let me pray for you. So when I went to get my keys out of my pocket, and I opened my hand, he had placed a folded up, real small, folded up $100 bill in my hand. Wow. I framed it, literally, and this is a true story. He saved my life. Yeah, he did. So anybody that has anything bad to say about Trump, did it, because he's a good man.
A story. Take a listen.
I remember that story.
What was her skin color?
She was melanated.
Then why would a racist person do that?
Hey, listen. You know, you look at it like this. The reason why they say, I think the reason why they say that President Trump is racist is because
they racist.
He doesn't have a color. He's orange.
They say he's racist because they're racist. They don't like the fact that what he's doing is actually more beneficial to
No,
Black and Hispanic communities. Here's my point.
you,
Legal
you,
immigrants, where did they shove them? Black and Hispanic neighborhoods. He's taking them out. They don't like that. They want them to stay there and destroy our communities. When he went in Washington, D.C. and put the National Guard there, that started saving Black lives. They don't want to save Black lives. Why would you do that? We want Black people to die. That's what these liberals and Democrats want. We want Black people to die. Who the nerve of you to send people here and bring down the murder rate so that Black people will live? Oh, wait a minute. Let's go a little bit further. He started defunding Planned Parenthood. Woo! Who was the number one killer of Black babies? Planned Parenthood. How you gonna have Planned Parenthood when you go in there and you come out, you're not a parent? Because they done told you to off your baby. 40% of the abortions in America was done from the Black community. Out of the 600,000 estimated done a year. That means that over 200 and something thousand Black babies get aborted every single year. He decided to defund that. That's saving Black babies. Man, he is not doing a good job at presenting himself as being a racist because he need to reverse what he's doing. That way, it will actually become out as racist. But if you virtue signal somebody and you're trying to make it seem like that is, but you got nothing to stand on, see, sensible people like myself and my brother Jay and Leah and others, we see the real picture.
Oh, yeah.
You want to save Black lives, and if Black lives really do matter, then you do things that's going to preserve Black lives.
Well, I think what's happening is that since Trump seems to be, because his skin complexion doesn't have the power of melanin in it, they want him to represent that white sheep. And they don't like that man is actually fighting for people. Doesn't matter their color, doesn't matter where they come from. He's fighting for the right way the people are to be. And they don't like that.
Did you just say Black women kill more Black men than any other demographic? All right, Sean, I'm about to be an a-hole. No, I'm not saying that. And I'm explaining to you why I'm not saying that. Although the vast majority of actual abortions, right, are done by Black women. But number one, we as men, we have to hold ourselves accountable for that too. Because most abortions are stirred up by fear, afraid of taking care of, right? So I think we have to own some of that. Now, but here's the bigger picture. I'm trying not to laugh because I'm getting ready to be an asshole for real. I'm just being an asshole. This is really it. There is nobody in this world that abort more children than men. Because all of us have spilled a bunch of seed somewhere.
I was waiting for that punchline. In the car, behind the tree, in the bushes, on the rooftop, in a swimming pool. All I gotta say, Sean, it takes two to tango. And unfortunately,
yeah, I know. I'm just joking around, man.
I'm looking at the last comment. Unfortunately, it comes back to melanated cities or towns that have those Planned Parenthood offices where they can abort children like if they were grocery stores. That's the part that's messed up. That they put them in these towns because of whatever reason it is. I never looked at the stats. I seen them when I was growing up. I couldn't understand it. It's just a terrible thing that it has to go through. Yet, if we look at, it's just a hard pill to swallow, man. And I can't even get into that because that's not even part of Firearm Friday. But I'm just gonna say that is something that's for another time, another channel.
It's another day and another time. Because honestly speaking, some of that we relate to that because there was a lot of stuff that the Trump administration was doing to liberate the Second Amendment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I really feel like that's not even a conversation for them neither. But that's why I say even with those Republicans and what they were doing, although I do agree with them trying to do it, I just feel like it should be total hands off all politicians, government, the Supreme Court, everybody. That's not our conversation. That's the right of the people already. That's it. We should not be trying to tax it, add all these restrictions, all of this other stuff they keep trying to do around it. Those things that they're doing around the gun industry are all tyrannical. They create a position so that they can be tyrannical as they continue to organize against the people.
Right.
The Democratic Party has proven that they're organizing against the people. They showed you that. They showed their colors.
Right.
So my point is that we should not have, the government is not even supposed to be a part of the protection, the conversation about your right to protect yourself against government tyranny. That's your right. And they should not tell you what type of weapon you should have or can't have to protect yourself against government tyranny.
Right.
That's it. They don't have that right. That is your right. That is your 100% right. So don't tell me that I can't buy a tank to protect myself when the government got tanks. Don't tell me that I can't buy an F-15 and have it built when the government got F-15s. You keep acting like y'all won't do this to the people when I know y'all can and possibly will, especially if you keep letting people from another country that don't like this country become and infiltrate into our political system.
Right.
Then they got nothing to lose because they're here because they hate your country. So now they're part of your political system. You don't think that they're there for that reason? But yet y'all vote for them. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But, brother, we're going to get ready to close out.
Great show, brother. Great show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this show.
I think this is probably one of our best. I honestly think this is probably one of our best. We've had some great shows. We always have. But I think this is probably one of our better shows.
Them two videos you found were just phenomenal, brother. Phenomenal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I said I gotta take some work off of Jay because Jay be working hard.
Nah, man, no, I don't be working hard. No, I was enjoying it, man.
I just thought that they were good topics, man. And you can see they both kind of tie into each other because the level of stupidity and another level of stupidity, and we talk about two different states, both exercising the same level of stupidity.
Yeah. And whoever hired that damn sheriff to be a police officer, he came out of dumb school and became a cop. He went through no background check. He went through no verification. He went through no schooling. He never even studied. He never even read the penal law book.
Wow.
Put it like that.
But great show, man. Great show.
Definitely great show.
Good to see you, man. God bless you. God bless you. Life of bluegrass music. God bless you, Paul, and every last one of y'all, Leah, Barney, and even the ones, Willie, those who don't like Trump. It don't matter to us. I mean, it's conversation, and that's why I love. And you don't have to agree with everything that we're saying. You don't have to be 100% on board with what we're talking about. Either way, this is what we need. This is the conversation that we need.
Definitely. This is what we need, and people need to, if people want to learn and or understand, this is what they got to hear. They got to hear this stuff. They got to hear this.
Sean said, I have a welding background. Let's build a tank.
Well, Meet you. Sean, join the club. Join the good old club there, Sean. I ain't got to build it. It's already built.
Yeah. Police are good people. President Trump is awesome as president. Yeah, I agree with you. Now I can't say all police are good people. Most of them.
Listen, it's because
But
they got to
we
read.
get it.
Yeah,
we get it.
We get
You know
it.
what I mean? But there, I ran into some police that weren't very good police.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk
Sorry.
about that one.
But we ain't gonna talk about that. But
There you
again,
go.
we get ready to
Listen,
get up out of here. We appreciate y'all. We
definitely.
really do. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all tune in. Tomorrow, for those that are still on the live, tomorrow we got a live Dover Dogs. They're right now 11-3 basketball. Dogs basketball 11-3. Please check out 12 o'clock noon. Hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be airing it live right here on the OG network. It's gonna be an exciting game, man. They're 11-3. I didn't catch every single game, but I never seen them lose. Most of the ones I watched, most of the games, and all the ones that I watched, they won. But Dogs basketball, tomorrow, I think tomorrow's their first playoff game. They're trying to make it to the championship. They will. If you're not sure, what we're talking about. Thursday at 7 o'clock, we had one of the players on the live, and we had a conversation with them. And the owner, the CEO, the owner, and one of the players were on live. And I actually joined in on Unfiltered Sports. Jay, usually I'm not there, but yesterday I
saw
jumped
you.
in. Yeah, I jumped in on
I was
Unfiltered
shocked.
Sports yesterday, and and if anybody not too sure, please go check out Dogs Basketball YouTube channel. Subscribe to his channel. Other thing is that support. Like, and honestly speaking, it's expensive to do what he's trying to do. And if and anybody that ever donates to the OG Network channel, understand that we do support Dogs Basketball here. We try to help as much as we can in any type of way, even sometimes financial when we can. So when people donate to my actual channel, I do make donations to Dogs Basketball through the money that we generate sometimes through the channel here. So if you don't know, you can always support this channel, which also helps support Dogs Basketball. But I would prefer that you go to Dogs Basketball and directly do it for them.
That's called paying it forward. That's the way life
Right,
is.
exactly. Paying it forward, right, exactly. But outside of that, we get ready. Yeah, thank you, Deborah Persons, 8363. I hope I read that right. But thank you very much, Jay. Any last words?
Brother, I am humbly thankful that you allow me to be part of the OG network for Firearms Fridays and other things that we do. And it's always a pleasure to see you, talk to you, and bring light to all those people who don't have the time to even learn anything. And I appreciate them all, whether good, bad, or ugly. But thank you
Yes.
anyway for being here. Thank all of stepping in. And as always, Sean is having a shitty day because that's so we're gonna let that one be just like that. And
Yes,
again,
man.
as always, so another great show, Looking
I
forward
hope
to
his
many,
business
many
is
more.
doing well.
It
I hope
is.
his business is doing well, man.
It is.
It's funny. I mean, real quick, the reason why is because I think that because that's some unique shit that he's doing, and and I'm joking, but I'm actually being serious. I hope his business is doing well. It's just I had to throw that in there because it was a thought, but I really do, man. Because I know how unique that is, and I never heard that. It just have a little special part in my heart, and I hope that people support Sean. Follow his channel, like his channel, find out what he's doing. He might be not far from where you live at, and you might need his services. Because none of us like to clean up some shit, and believe me, he is a professional shit cleaner. That's all I'm saying. Y'all might want to check him out. But yeah, but outside of that, far as I'm concerned, I'm getting ready to get up out of here too. I mean, I appreciate y'all very, very much. Don't forget to check out Dogs Basketball. We're gonna have it live on here at 12 o'clock noon. And then of course, very next day, Sunday, is the Fracker Show. And that's what we invite the smoke. All the smoke.
Any you
all the smoke.
It's on Friday, on Sundays,
Right.
12 noon
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time.
On Sundays at 12 o'clock noon. Oh, hold on. It's all good, Sean, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. I mean, it's cool, bro. I mean, we really appreciate your support. We see you in whenever you can, man. And hopefully business is going well for you. Jay, Sean, and everybody in the chat, y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We out of here. Peace. Oh, yeah. Make God first.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.